Hey, I'm back again with another video. This is good with you all. I'm back out here again. I wanted to upload a video yesterday, but I didn't get to it. So, I'm going to be talking about the different phases of this shit. Something that I really had on my mind recently was when you first start to get hit to this spiritual shit and you start to wake up, how much it damages your perception of everything. So I've told this story many times. I'm not gonna keep explaining it. You know how it was. 2020, I woke up. 2021, I rose my vibration up. I was hearing shit, I was seeing shit I was on their hit list. And then 2022, fell back down in frequency and then rose back up again. And even to this day, I'm still trying to continue to rise back up. So basically, when you get hip to this spiritual shit, you're living in like a completely normal world. You probably go to school, or you probably sit at home every day. You don't know nothing about no reptilians. You don't know nothing about no insectoids. Nothing about the police being aliens. Nothing about that. Nothing about what you can really do. Nothing about your true power. You're probably, at worst, somebody with no confidence. Somebody that doesn't care about anything. Somebody that just not even awake at all. Doesn't know anything. So when you start getting hip to this spiritual shit, the first phase really comes it's really the awakening phase. And really the growth and self-confidence. When you start to wake up to everything and what this truly is, you start to get aware that this is all true. You start to doubt it at first. Most people do. But when you get on your spiritual shit, you start focusing on yourself. You start rising yourself up is when it becomes more noticeable. Like right now, if you're just checking on my channel, if you're not spiritual at all, if you don't know what I'm about, if you don't know anything about spirituality, you probably sleep right now. You're blind. And then when you start doing other things, eating healthy, meditating, practicing retention, you start to realize, hey, that's not normal. Hey, why do we do this? Why do I jack off? Why am I eating McDonald's? You start to notice little things like that. Why am I going to school? Shit like that. And then you start to question everything. That is the first step of this. You start to question everything. Shit. And when you start to become aware of this shit, is when they start coming after you. In COVID, back when COVID hit, I wasn't even spiritual when I was hearing this shit. I was hearing loud bangs and loud pops and loud booms and shit like that. I was seeing a white flash. You know what's weird? I don't think I was on their radar completely. Because I was hearing loud booms and bangs, loud gunshot sounds in the middle of the night back in 2020. But only when I started to become spiritual, when I started to wake up to what I really am, I started seeing white flashes and seeing this shit right in front of my face. I would have people in doctors' offices look at me funny. People at fucking grocery stores look at me funny. Who the hell is this guy? Who does he think he is? Even people at school. Oh my gosh. I have so many stories about school. Shit. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna tell you this one thing about school. If you're a young man or young woman, whoever's on this channel right now, This is the one. Like, I don't know how old you are. You're probably like 20 or 30, whoever's watching my videos right now. But if you're watching me, you're probably a teenager. This is just like right towards teenagers. Even adults, if you work in like a workplace, they know everything about you the second you walk through that door. The second you apply for that job, the second your mama signed you up for school, they're researching you. Some of them already know who you are. Some of them already know that you're famous. If you activated multiple times, they got warning signs. They know that you're doing this type of shit. My neighbor, she got a camera set up outside. They got cameras everywhere nowadays. They got audio devices. They got everything. These people got Apple Watches. They got glasses with cameras in them. Everything is an audio device. Everything is recording you. Everything is watching your ass. As much as you don't want to believe it, that little red light on your TV, that shit is watching you. Even when you turn off the fucking TV, that shit is still on. Didn't you ever think about that? Like, doesn't that blow your mind? The fact that you can turn off your TV, and yet there's still a little red blinking light on that shit. Shouldn't that shit be off? What? What the fuck? I just turned off the TV. Why the fuck is there a light on it? You know, you motherfuckers don't think of that type of shit. I'm out at night now. It's like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. I don't even know what time it is. I'm just thugging. One thing that you're gonna realize when you start waking up, when you start taking care of yourself, is that you're gonna need to sleep less and less. You're gonna wanna like stay by yourself, stay secluded. I mean, I'm just thugging. I'm just chilling. Nothing's interrupting me. Not a single mosquito is touching my eye. I just thought of that. I just realized that. I'm out here, and there's not a single mosquito touching me. I ain't getting bitten by no mosquitoes. Most people, you go outside and you get fucking assaulted by the mosquitoes, but ain't a single mosquito touch me. Those fucking bloodsuckers, fucking ticks. They aren't gonna touch you. I don't even know if I got that shit on camera. I just heard something. One thing that you're gonna realize. Look, it's July 2nd right now. It's almost the 4th of July. Currently. You are gonna start hearing fireworks. You are gonna start hearing that shit. But that doesn't explain why you're hearing. Like, really, like, honestly, ask yourself. I know most of y'all don't pay attention to this shit. Most of y'all probably don't give a fuck if you're not spiritual, if you don't know any of this shit. Remember 2019. December 2019, 2019, the beginning through the end. Who gives a fuck? January, July. Any time of year. For an exception of July. You ain't hear no fucking fireworks. There were no loud booms outside. Nothing. And then 2020 hits. And then COVID sits. Oh, shit. They're trying to distract me with this shit. And then COVID hits. And then you start seeing this type of shit pop off. You start hearing loud bangs. It's fucking Christmas. It's snowing outside. It's literally a negative temperature outside. And you got motherfuckers popping sounds and people want to say, oh, it's fireworks. They're setting off real fireworks right now to cover that shit up. Just last night I heard it going off like multiple times. Like, it was an explosion. Not even an explosion. Like, how the fuck do I explain this shit? When fireworks go off, that should be... It's a fucking explosion. It's fucking fireworks. But when you hear a Glock go off, when you hear somebody get their ass popped, that shit damn near go... That's the only way I can describe it. That is literally the only way I can describe it. That's what I hear out here. I don't know what you all hear. But that is what I hear all the time. It can be fucking Christmas time. It can be raining outside. It doesn't fucking matter. I still hear that shit every day. Almost damn near every other day. Not as much as during COVID or 2021. And those white flashes, I think those are like, people will describe them as like those Men in Black lights. Those little memory wiping shit. Think of it like this. And I know you cannot lie about this shit. I know every single fucking one of y'all that are watching my video. You're sitting in your house. It's late at night. And then you see a fucking white flash. Like lightning come out of nowhere. And it's not raining outside. It's not thundering, none of that shit. You just see a white fucking flash. Have you ever even questioned what that shit was? I bet none of you have even like thought about it. Not even thought about thinking about what that shit is. That's a fucking surveillance device. They're watching your ass because you're starting to enlighten. You're starting to wake up. And they don't like that. They want to keep an eye on you. Because they're like, who are you? They want to know what you on. I've been thinking so hard. In 2021, it was impossible to deny the existence of any of this. We expected something big to happen. And then nothing happened. Like, we're all still alive. We're all still here. This is still happening right in front of us. In a way lesser scale. In 2021, we went from... in 2020 even. We went from orange skies, people burning down businesses, and fucking viruses and shit. Which we all know what that virus really is. I don't even got to explain it. If you watch Nico the Soul's videos, you know what I'm talking about. You know that's not really a virus. That's some other shit. That has something to do with you and me and everybody. But it just gets harder and harder to be aware. Even if you are already aware. Like, I know this shit is real. But it's so weird. We went from things literally feeling like the world was gonna end to now. Barely nothing happened. There's barely any chaos going on in the world. At least not that we can see. There's still wars going on right underneath us. And we're not even aware of it. There are thousands of people dying every day. There's still people getting their ass popped. People like you that live in a neighborhood, live in a house. They got white vans driving up to their house. They got police cars parked outside their house. They get killed. And it's not even mentioned. Haven't you ever thought of that? If you're one that has heard those loud boom noise and pop noises in the middle of the night, and you know that shit is gunshots, that shit is never on the fucking news. Haven't you noticed that? Like, I don't know where y'all live. I live in Colorado. But when I hear loud booms and loud shots and shit like that, and I go fucking watch the news, fucking 6 mosquitoes, there's nothing about that shit. Not a fucking thing about it. They're trying to hide that shit. And that's proof right there. Like, next time you hear a loud boom noise in the middle of the night, a loud pop noise that sounds like a gun, somebody getting shot, go look up the news in your city, look up the news in your state, and I bet you're not gonna hear shit about that. They're not gonna say nothing about that. That was a firework. I gotta have you know, they're setting off these fireworks as decoys. People are getting shot. The day you hear a loud boom and you look up in the sky and you don't see any fucking fireworks, just know that was probably somebody getting their ass shot. I know that was a firework. The last 2 times I've been out here, I've heard 2 fireworks. And I've known those were fireworks because you could see the shit up in the sky. I've been trying to prioritize. The thing I've learned recently is that nothing else really matters but being happy. If you're not happy, you're doing something wrong. Like I said, nothing else matters while you live on this plane but being happy. Focus on being happy. That is the best advice I could tell any of y'all watching this video. Do what makes you fucking happy. A lot of y'all watching me are like 20, 30 years old. If you were like, just be happy. Like in 2021, like I got back. Like, let me tell you, I'm a huge collector. I love collecting shit. I love I love action figures. I love Marvels. I love all that shit. Star Wars, all that. In 2019, 2018, around that time, I was told I had to grow up. I mean, I wasn't told that, but I just sort of did. And I stopped giving a fuck about that shit. I didn't collect no Legos, nothing like that. And then 2020 hit, and I was going... I was going to Target out. The first thing I was doing was going into that toy section. I'll tell you, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't look down upon anybody just because they want to be a kid again. Fuck being an adult. Who gives a fuck about that shit? You can still pay your bills, be fucking responsible, work a job, but enjoy your fucking life. Like, nobody's holding you back. Nobody. So just be happy. Like I said, if you're like 20, 30 years old, if you had a favorite video game or you had a favorite TV show, some shit from your childhood, go back to that shit. Why'd you ever stop doing that? Like, just be happy. That is the best thing all of you can do right now. Happiness is high vibration. Even if you're doing bad shit like eating meat, eating junk food. Like, I still eat junk food. I'm not even gonna lie. I just had a fucking ice cream sandwich in the house. Shit, when I go back in the house, I'm finna have another one. I'm finna go upstairs, hop on the game, watch some Nico the Soul. Yeah, I'm playing video games. I ain't going to bed. It's like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, but I don't give a shit. I ain't tired. I'm just chilling. But that doesn't change the fact that things are still serious. You still need to be careful who you're around, the people you allow yourself to be around, the places you go. Like, you don't have to be all defensive, but at least try to blend in. That is the best thing I did that is one of the best things I did in 2022. When I started school, August, the best thing I did was blend in. I mean, when I first started school, I wasn't telling my fucking friends about, like the people in my school about any of this spiritual shit. I wasn't telling them, oh, the teacher reptilian. Fuck that shit, man. Everybody is an agent unless they're not. So, like, and you could get your ass locked up for half of the shit that you're saying. I mean, look at Nico the Soul. He got sent to his ass to a mental facility just because he believed in the same shit that I was preaching right now. I'm honestly, like, when I first made this channel, when I first started to take this YouTube channel and start uploading this type of content, one of my number one concerns was who the hell is going to find this fucking channel? Like, who? Anybody could find this channel. Whether it's 100 people or whether it's 1,000 people, that's still 1,000 fucking people that can see my shit. The fuck? Just try to be careful. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. And I was in school. Like I said, my freshman year, I think back a lot of it. And I'm like, I went through hell because I put myself in hell. I went from sitting at home, waking up whenever the fuck I want, doing whatever the fuck I wanted, to like being an own slave. To the system, at least. I was going there every day. And if I didn't go, my parents would get their ass locked up. If I didn't go for a fucking week, I have the deans calling my mom. Like, where's your kid at? Why isn't he in school? Where's he been? In the state of Colorado, like that's when I was 15 and when I was 16. In the state of Colorado, the legal age of dropout is like 17. So I could literally stop going if I don't want to. If I stop showing up for a month, they're not going to send the fucking police to my door. Which I'm grateful for, because I'm no longer owned by them. They don't own me anymore. Every day I be seeing these little kids walk into like preschool, and I see like these little 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and I feel nothing but sadness. They're owned. No matter what color you are, like you're still, like the government owns you. Like, how is it, like, think about how fucked up this is. And I say slavery, and I don't use that as an term of, like, a disrespectful word. But owned people, the government, they own people. They own people of all colors. The fact that they can take your child from you, stick your kid in a school for years, and if you decide to take your kid out of the school, they're going to send the fucking police to your door. How fucked is that? Like, generally, think to yourself. I know some of you are probably watching this video like, this guy is fucking lost. He's crazy. But really, think of it like this. Use that fucking brain that I know you got. How is it that the school system, they own your ass, and if you don't go, somebody's gonna get fucking charged. Your parents gonna get charged, your guardian, whoever. Maybe even you. I don't know how that shit works, but in a bunch of states it's completely different. Like, you might get your ass like sent to juvie for a week or a month if you keep missing school. Like, how fucked up is that? But that's owning. They own you. That's disgusting. That is the worst thing ever. A lot of people like to compare, like, working a job to, like, oh, they own you. You're just getting paid a little bit of paper. You're working hard just for some paper. But at least you, like, get to go there by choice. Like, most people live on the fucking streets. They choose to do that. At least in my state, they do. Some people don't even have a choice. Some people don't even choose that. But there are a lot of people, at least in my area, that do choose that shit. I saw a guy the other day that he's working a job. This dude, he's worked at like the store for like at a grocery store for like 2 years. He graduated high school, but yet he chooses to like live in an RV, and he lives out in the street basically. But this dude is very well capable of like renting an apartment or buying a house. Like, that's the kind of state I live in. I live in Colorado. I live in Denver. People can do that type of shit here. I don't know about your state. Some people, like, everybody has to survive now. Things are gonna start getting more expensive. I was just talking to my mom the other day about how, like, I'm 17 right now. The year's 2023. We still have a long time to this shit. Like, there could be I could be, like, shit, a world war could break out tomorrow. We could be in, like, a third world war. We could all be fucked tomorrow. And that's not even me saying that, like, being dramatic. Like, that's how COVID started. I remember waking up in the morning. It was 2020. It was, like, January, around that time. I woke up out of bed. I picked up that phone, that iPhone 8 of mine that I used to have back then. Looked at my phone. The shit says, oh, new virus in China. Oh, dangerous. Bullshit like that from, like, the news. I click on that video, a 5-minute video. I watched that shit. And the first thing I said was, who gives a shit? This was not going to affect us, so who cares? But they were hyping it up like it was some kind of serious issue, like it was going to evolve into something serious. And look at it, it did. I remember I was walking to school with my friend that same day. And we couldn't even remember the name of this shit. We're like, hey, what's that new virus that just came out that they're talking about on the news? I don't know. Some shit. I don't know what that shit's called. That's just like, damn. I remember that day. Like, damn. They announced a new virus just came out that could, like, kill everybody or kill a lot of people. And we didn't even remember the name of that shit. Now everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's COVID. Oh, yeah, that's dangerous shit right there. That shit. That's literally how a next world war could start. You could swipe through your phone, check your YouTube, check your Snapchat, social, all that bullshit. See that the world is fine, see that nothing's going on in the world, and damn well wake up tomorrow and say, oh, World War III could be happening. Like, that shit is damn well, like, in the realm of possibility. For all of us. That would just be a bigger war to fuel this war that's already going on right now. I got no clue what I'm going to title this video. I'm probably going to title this video, I don't even know. The whole point of me coming out here was to make a video. Just keep talking to you guys about this. I don't know how much I can preach, but how much I can spread the I know how much I can spread the information. The whole reason I wanted to make this channel was to document my journey, my growth, and spread the knowledge that I've been told before it's completely fucked from the internet, before that shit gets wiped off the internet. There are a lot of spiritual YouTubers, people like me, people like Nico the Soul getting demonetized, getting videos copyrighted, written down, taken down, all that shit. And there's nothing we can do about it. We're fucked. If you think about it, like, YouTube, like, we're fucked. Shit. So that's what I'm just doing right now. I'm spreading the information. Everything I've been taught. Everything I've been told from Nico the Soul. Everything I've seen from my own experience. I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to warn you all before it's too late. For some people, it is too late. For some people, they just don't give a fuck about this shit. But for some of you, I'm trying to save that that minority of people that just need the help, that are wondering why their lives are so fucked up, that are wondering why things are so crazy in the world, that just need this sense of closure. They need to know what's going on. Oh. It's so pretty out tonight. I love going outside in the sun. I love sunbathing. But there's also one thing I can't appreciate, which is the peacefulness of just the nighttime. Just going out, no people, just stars, just the dark outside. Try it sometimes. I mean, look at this. The reason I'm going out at night is because it's peaceful. I get to make a video. Nobody's gonna come out here and bug me. It's 2 in the morning. Who the fuck do you think is gonna come out here and bug me while I'm trying to make a fucking video? There's nothing to worry about. Nothing crazy is going on. Just chilling. I want to keep talking, but I don't even know what else I'm going to keep talking about. So I'm just going to cut off this video. See y'all. Take care.